Hello, my name is Pam, and a year ago I was diagnosed with DCIS, also known as stage 0 breast cancer. And there are 3 grades, 1, 2, and 3, and I was diagnosed with grade 3, which is the worst. I had 2 visits with 2 different surgeons. February of 2023. They both told me that I needed to get a mastectomy, and I have chosen to try to heal myself naturally, and that's what I have been doing for the last year. So today I want to tell you about the visit that I had with my oncologist. I see him every 3 months, and 3 months ago, he wanted me to have a CT scan of my chest and my stomach area. He said he felt something under my arm that he had not felt before. And I did not feel anything under my arm. I was going to a lymphatic massage person once a week. She didn't feel anything under my arm either. And I decided not to have the CT scan done. The CT scan was going to be done using contrast, and having those contrasts inside the body is not good at all. And that's why that was really a huge factor in me deciding not to do the CT scan. There was a little bit of, a nagging feeling inside of me. Well, what if he's right? But in the end of November, I had my annual physical where my doctor did do a breast exam and she did not feel anything. So that also made me feel better. Well, today when I went back to the doctor for my 3-month visit, I was sitting in the room waiting for him, and I heard him tell the nurse that he was going to do a full breast exam and for her to come in and get me ready. So I was a little bit nervous about that, and I had a feeling he was doing it because I said no to the CT scan a few months ago. And he came in, and he's very funny, and he kind of made a joke about me not doing the scan. And he did the breast exam and he did not find anything. And I was so happy about that. And while he was doing the breast exam, he kept looking at me in a very strange way and asking me questions such as, are you having back pain? Are you having trouble eating? Questions like this, and just looking at me like very concerned. And I'm thinking in my head, what is going on here? And he said to the nurse, look at her, what are you seeing? And the nurse said, she looks jaundice. And he said, yes, yeah, thank you for not making me think I'm crazy. And I said, well, the coloring you're seeing is probably because I'm drinking carrot juice. And he was like, oh, okay. How much carrot juice are you drinking? I said, well, I'm having 1 orange juice a day, 4 carrot apple juices a day, and 3 green juices a day. So I didn't tell him exactly how many ounces of carrot juice I was having a day. And from there, he said, okay, why are you drinking this? And I said, for my health. And he said, well, I just want to make sure that you're not toxifying your body, trying to be healthy. And he ordered me to have this other blood work done to check my enzymes and my liver, to make sure I wasn't making my body toxic. And I agree to that because, you know, getting a blood test is it's not a big deal. It's not anything like going and get a CT scan. But on the way home, I was thinking about it, the irony of the whole thing, that here at an oncologist's office, they're giving chemo to people all day long. They're pumping these toxic drugs into people all day long. And here I am drinking fresh pressed juice that's organic and that's healing for the body. And he's worried that I'm toxifying myself. So anyway, he said, I want you to make an appointment to see me in 2 weeks, and we're going to go over the test results. And I agreed to that. So, you know, I'll probably get the test results in the next few days. And I just think it's very interesting because I feel like each time I go to see him, he's trying to get me to do something medical to myself. And as if, you know, there's something very wrong. So the 6 months ago, which was 3 months before the CT scan, when I went there, he told me that I was anemic and I needed to get an iron infusion. Now, I had gotten iron infusions a couple of years ago from him because he's also, I forgot what it's called, but a doctor that specializes in blood. That's how I first became associated with him. And I had gotten a couple of years ago iron infusions 2 times. And at that time, I agreed to it because I really was not feeling very well. I knew that, and he was telling me it was because my iron was so low, or my ferritin was so low. And at that time, I could not stay awake, you know, for the whole day. I would be very, very tired. And I was very, very cold, very, very cold all the time. So I did get those iron infusions. I didn't really know anything about different ways I could get my ferritin and iron increased naturally. So I went ahead and did that, and I'm okay with that. But now that I've learned a lot of things about natural healing in the last year as a result of trying to heal naturally from DCIS, it's not something that I want to do again. And when I got those results, I was actually in the normal range. 6 months ago, I was in the normal range. And I said to the nurse that called me, I said, why would I need to get an iron infusion when I'm in the normal range? And she said, oh, I forgot what the normal number was, but when anyone gets to this number, we just, the doctor just likes to give an iron infusion. And I said, okay, well, I'm just gonna wait. And then the next doctor appointment I had was at the end of November for my annual physical, and those numbers had gone up. So I was just naturally on their own. I was not, you know, it had gone up even more. So I'm very glad I did not do that. So I just want to give people hope and know that you do have time to make decisions, because I was told at the beginning of February 2023 that I had to get the mastectomy done by the end of the month at the latest. And here we are, fast forward a year later, and I'm still fine. So you do have time. Take your time, think about what you want to do, and you know, really do your research. So that is my oncology visit for today, and I wanted to share it while it was fresh in my mind. Thank you.